Hey everyone, welcome to Top Video channel where you will be getting all the top videos of everything. I literally mean of every field that is out there. So today we are gonna look about top 7 interesting facts about Israel that you might have not heard of. Like, subscribe and share would be a huge boost for me to work more. So here we go. So we all know that Israel is a nation in the Middle East, but is unlike any other nation in the region. The country is known for its rich history and culture, diverse geographical features, and scientific and technological achievements. So fact number 1, Israel was the first country in the world to ban underweight models. That's right, my fellows. In 2012, Israel became the first country to actively promote the image of a healthy body. A new national law banned underweight models from participating in adverts and catwalks. According to the new law, only men and women with a BMI of 18.5 or higher could be used for modeling. With the help of this law, the government wanted to discourage the country's youth from aiming at a size 0 figure that often leads to eating disorders and other detrimental side effects on the body and mind. So fact number 2 is Israel has the world's highest number of museums per capita. Israel has more than 200 museums that receive millions of visitors annually. The country has the highest number of museums per capita in the world. The Israel Museum in Jerusalem is one of the country's most famous museums and is notable for its excellent collection of religious art and manuscripts, sculptures, and Israeli art and artifacts. So fact number 3 is Israel entered the 21st century with a net gain of trees, and this is my favorite fact about Israel, as the Jewish tradition promotes the planting of trees, and it appears that the Jewish population of modern Israel strictly adhere to this tradition. While most other nations of the world struggle to reduce deforestation, Israel emerged as a nation with a net increase in its number of trees in its 21st century. A major afforestation campaign by the Jewish National Fund was critical in achieving this positive outcome. So number 4 is the lowest point on earth is located in Israel. So the Dead Sea is a massive salt lake located at the border between Jordan and Israel. The shores and surface of the Dead Sea are located at an elevation of 1412 feet below sea level, making it the lowest place on earth. The sea has a depth of about 997 feet. The Dead Sea is also one of the world's saltiest water bodies, and thus it is possible to float in the sea without the need of any support. So number 5 is Israel is the world's only Jewish state. Yes, that's true, my friend. Although Israel does not have a constitution, the basic laws of Israel serve as a set of constitutional laws and define Israel is a Jewish state. Nearly 75% of Israel's population practice Judaism. So fact number 6 is Israel is part of the Holy Land, a major pilgrimage site of all Abrahamic religions. The Holy Land is an area that roughly stretches from the coast of Mediterranean Sea to the Jordan River. Most parts of the Holy Land are located within the modern-day boundaries of the Israel. The region is of great significance to the followers of Judaism, Christianity, the Baha'i faith, Druze, and Islam. Thousands of visitors, mainly pilgrims, visit the Holy Land every year, and Israel has some of the world's brightest minds. And this is the fact number 7, and it's the last facts of our video. Israel is highly advanced in the science and technology sector. The country ranks 13th in the world in terms of the number of scientific publications per capita. Israel also has one of the world's highest per capita patent filing rates. In Israel, there are approximately 140 technicians and scientists for every 10,000 employees. The country invests heavily in its research and development sector. Similarly, Israel has one of the most technologically educated populations in the world. So here it is, folks, top 7 facts about Israel. Please like, subscribe, and share this fact in your circle. Thank you and see you again. Bye bye.